if you like Burger King, if you do, I'm just gonna eat a little bit of food here. And it's the things that I think are either good or interesting about this place. Mainly because, for one, it's my dinner time and I'm hungry, and also I have a small bit of beef with Burger King. I would say no pun intended, but it is what it is. So I've got a few items here. You've probably seen it. I don't know if I don't know what's going on with the thumbnail, maybe because this is my first actual video of this kind of style. Okay, I'm not a competitive food eater or anything like that. I'm just gonna try a few of the items and kind of let you know what I think about them and why I think about them the way that I do. Okay, so they're French fries. Generally speaking, they have really good fries. It's got good thickness to it. McDonald's fries, everybody thinks of them as the best fries. But after like 10 minutes, they become like some of the worst fries because they just get soggy and gross. But some of the restaurants kind of, they can hold their quality for longer. Burger King's fries generally are pretty crispy. Sorry, my dogs are playing. Yeah, they generally hold their quality pretty well, but like sometimes they go a little heavy on the salt. These ones aren't very fresh. Anyway, they're fine fries. This item though, I don't understand how this happened. They wanted a chicken sandwich to compete with restaurants like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and stuff like that. So, yeah. But like, a spicy chicken sandwich is like, it's a good idea. I just don't know how they ended up with this specific version. This is one of the most interesting sandwiches I've ever eaten. The bun generally is pretty good. This one kind of feels a little hard. The pickles are super thick cut, and these sauces they put on give it a really interesting flavor for a spicy chicken sandwich. There's a bite, take it down if you care. They, like, there's like spices in it. I wouldn't really call it like spicy. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but like not anything I would really be like, that's spicy, you know? So yeah, that's a good sandwich. I don't know why it exists because it's like really good for what it is, but I don't know how that happened. This is what I normally get. It's just a bacon cheeseburger. It's basically just a bun with a patty and a cheese and some bacon and a little bit of sauces. This is an item that I have a little bit of gripe with lately. Mainly because it used to be $1, but then they just barely hiked up their prices and increased it by $1. They basically doubled the price of this item. I understand inflation could be a thing, and also ingredients might be hard to come by, mainly because COVID's going on. But like twice the price for this. I'm not like a statistics major or anything like that, but like this business increasing this by a whole $1. I don't understand, because there's not much to this. The bacon can't cost that much, and they clearly were doing fine with it being $1. I feel like they realized that people like it, So they increase it by $1 because of the demand, I guess. I don't know. This one's cold. When they're fresher, they're better. This item, I don't understand how they got it so cheap, but also I do understand it. $1.49 is what they say for 8 of them, and that's what I got here. The chicken quality, I've had these before, and the chicken quality, these are not good. I wouldn't even say that they're like school lunch good. I don't know how. I mean, I keep saying I don't know how. I do know how. They just went with cheap. Like, the flavor's not horrible, but like, there's just better chicken nuggets out there. Those fries are cold. They offered me a cookie for $1 for 2 of them, and I said yes, because I was making this video. I normally don't get cookies, so this is something I'm going to try for the first time right now. Obviously, I've had chocolate chip cookies before, but like, I haven't had theirs. And so far, it feels kind of fresh. I don't know if they make these in store or if they like come in and then just repackage them. I don't know. Could be anything. There's like an outer crunch that turns into kind of like a softness in the inside, which I don't normally feel like happens with cookies. It's like the outside is crisp, is crunchy, but like the inside's moist. Good chocolate and good tasting, but I don't feel like this defies cookies. It's like they put a poll and they were like, do you like crunchy chocolate chip cookies or do you like moist? And the poll was 50-50, so they said yes. And did both. This is the main reason why I decided to make this video. This pisses me off. Barbecue sauce. I go to Burger King every now and then. But this is the part where it kind of turns into a rant. There's a store of Burger King that I go to every now and then. And I used to go there and just, this was back when these were $1. And I'd say, could I get a few barbecue sauces? Because I like barbecue sauce with these in particular. It gives it just more flavor. They just give it to you. No fuss. Just give it to you, you're gone. Alright? A month or so ago, I went there. And I went through the drive-thru. And when you're a kind of person who likes sauce, I don't know if you've come to the same conclusion as I have. You ask for sauce in places. If you ask for it at the drive-thru, you don't ask for it at the screen. Because your chances of actually getting the sauce that you're asking for are decreased. There's a few restaurants where that isn't generally a thing. Like Chick-fil-A, you can go to Chick-fil-A, get Chick-fil-A sauce or barbecue sauce or whatever you want there. At least a couple will be in your bag of whatever you ask for. If you ask for 3 or 4 different sauces, maybe you might get one of each, but you're still going to get the sauces you asked for. But most restaurants, you have to ask for it when you're at the window, and you're making eye contact with somebody in particular, because they'll forget. That's just the way fast food joints work. I went there. There was a lady there. I made eye contact with her and I said, could I have a couple barbecue sauces? Like I usually do, because I at least like 2, because if you run out of one, you still have the other. and you can kind of pace it out better than with one, because like who likes one drop of sauce on a thing? The lady reaches over and then does this and hands me one, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be that guy, so I just go and keep driving. And the next time I go, and I'm like, I don't know if, I mean, at that time, I didn't know if she heard one or if she was just like, I heard two, but I'm going to give him one because I don't care. Next time I go back, the same lady is there. And this time I'm sitting at the window, and I was like scarred from last time, mainly because I like to overthink things, hence why I'm making a video rant over barbecue sauce. But I looked the lady in the eye, and this time I go, can I have 2 barbecue sauces? I raised my hand, did 2. She comes back. She's like, we're holding eye contact for at least 2 or, like, I mean, not 2 or 3 seconds. It's probably closer to like 4 or 5 seconds. Comes back with one and hands it to me like she's making a point. I only get 1. I asked for 2. And this time I'm like flabbergasted that I'm like, is she trying to prove a personal point that she's not going to give me 2 because she doesn't like me? And she has to give me sauce because she works at a Burger King? But I was expecting to beat her this time and be like, yeah, I got 2. No, I only get the 1, but I wasn't expecting to not get 2. So I'm just like, I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, okay. And I drove away. But like, people who know me know I'm a fairly nice guy. So I wasn't going to cause a stink about it. Because I mean, it's sauce for 1. For 2, this isn't about the sauce as much as it's about the mind game that this lady was trying to play. Okay, I go back. And this time I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask for it at the window, and this time try to prove a point that I'm gonna get 2 this time. I pull up, it's a different lady, but this lady, I'm like, can I have 2 barbecue sauces? And she goes, we charge for our sauces, but I'll give you 2 this time. She gives me 2, and I'm like, so this place has now started charging for their sauces, that I'm of the opinion sauces should be given free. Regardless of how, whatever, I mean, probably within reason. If you're going there and asking for like 6 barbecue sauces, then I think you should get a charge for like 3 or 4 of them. I don't care. 2 of them should just be given to you, no fuss. 2. I went back today, earlier. I mainly got this, and to show you this, maybe to entice you of food stuff, but like, the food's here. You're looking at the food. I did this for this reason. This reason. I went there earlier. I went to the window. I went to the thing. I asked for 2 barbecue sauces. This time I did it where I'm ordering to see if there's a price. What the price would be that they're asking for this sauce. For 1 sauce, they wanted 25 cents. That's, yeah, you want 4 sauces, it's $1. I don't know. I don't know if that's fair pricing. I'm not making this video for 25 cents. I'm making this video also because they just hiked this up $1. I don't think that they were making that much of a loss on this. And the fact that they hiked it up $1, I don't know if they hiked any of these other items up at all. They probably didn't on these because I feel like the selling point is $1.49. But this went up $1. That's 4 of these sauce packets. I have 3 here. There's 4. That's 4 sauce packets. This is not a cheap sandwich. I have the price for what I paid for everything here. This small spread of items. The nuggets were $1.49. That came with 1 barbecue sauce. The bacon cheeseburger is $1.99, so $2. The 2 cookies here were $1. I mean, it's a cookie. I don't know what a cookie should cost, so I mean that sounds fair. For this item, these fries, and this drink was $8.69. That's an expensive sandwich. I don't think they're making that much or they're probably making a lot of profit off of this sandwich. Enough profits that they could have given me 2 sauces without fuss. Now, the point of this video was more because I am flabbergasted that Burger King was charging me for sauces. But the merit of this video, if you're the kind of person that's looking for a way to stop me in my argument, this specific restaurant just gave me these sauces for free. Okay. You know that now. These sauces I got for free. But the guy who was at the window seemed like a cool dude, and I think he was just either giving me he was just hooking me up, or he doesn't know he has to charge for sauces now. I don't know if this is company-wide. But that one store, I went there today. 25 cents. That's crazy. Also, another thing with Burger King, when I went to Florida, I was at the Orlando one, and you could only order at the cash register if you worked at the airport. Otherwise, you had to order on a screen. I don't know if that's COVID. I mean, obviously that's a COVID thing, but how the hell did that make sense? I feel like that should be reversed, because like an employee can walk up and talk to somebody, but they're an employee there. But like all the people who they're worried about transmitting things has to touch a screen that wasn't sanitized. I mean, it's just logic points I don't understand. Anyway, I made this video for the barbecue sauces. That's just a completely different thing. If you like Burger King, yeah, it's got some good items. That's a killer sandwich. It's cold now, so it's not going to taste as good. But it's a killer sandwich. This sandwich I get because it used to be a really good deal. And I just developed a taste for it because it was a really good deal. Now it's not as good of a deal, and it confuses me. These nuggets I don't recommend. These fries, generally speaking, are pretty good. These ones are cold and stale. Anyway, I had a joke, if you've lasted this long. The joke was going to be that when I go to try their drink, which is a Dr. Pepper, which I'm sure everybody knows how it tastes. But I feel like some restaurants, they don't set up their soda dispensing machines very well. If you've noticed, there's a little sign up here that says eat because I was eating. Now, because I'm about to try the drink, we're going to flip this around and we're going to make this say tea, because tea is a drink and I'm about to try a drink. Anyway. Tastes like Dr. Pepper. Good enough machine. Drink section's done. Video's over. Jiminy Christmas. Sometimes I shut that door a little too hard and these things fall. Anyway, the video's over. I'm done eating this stuff because I'm not a mukbanger, or I don't eat, like, I'm probably going to eat a couple of these items, maybe save it. But anyway, it says 8 now because the video's over. That's a joke.